Wherever crowds gather, there is always an undercurrent beneath the surface.
Seriously? When is this war dance going to start? The Sky Splitter has been hovering there for ages. When can we board and see what's inside?
Is this how long my species live? Everything proceeds so slowly. The effectiveness of anticipation in my emotional center is at an all-time high. Oh, I need to drink some coolant.
Relax. The Realm Keeping Commission will send boarding notices to all ticket holders. The Gazette said the Sky Splitter will fire a salute before the ceremony starts.
I saw the schedule for the first day of the tournament. Can you believe the Ringmaster accepted 4 challenges? And he's just a kid. So, who are you betting on, Bardo?
I'm betting on neither. I lost all my credits betting on Roboball games in Taikian. This time, I've decided not to rely on probability games to accomplish my target of getting rich.
War dance. Prison. I was so worried about you. Thank goodness you both made it out safe.
There was a revolt in the Shackling prison. Fortunately, we were protected by the guards until the Cloud Knights arrived to rescue us.
I was planning to take Miss March and Yoon Lee to Stargazer Navalia to see the Sky Splitter up close, but we stumbled upon a group of suspicious Foxians carrying official identities. They were acting strange, so out of curiosity, we decided to follow them. It turns out they were actually Borisin disguised as Foxians. It seems they infiltrated Stargazer Navalia in order to prepare for Hulei's escape. And I wonder who provided them with those disguises. And how many more Borisin have taken advantage of the war dance to infiltrate the ship? Yeah, I heard them too. But I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint them. I've already reported to General Jing Yuan that I'll give up my role as the Ringmaster. The security of the Luofu is more important to me than anything else. Those tourists just want to see some good sword fights. Anyone can participate in this kind of tournament. The real challenge lies beyond the ring on the Sky Splitter. If we don't capture the fugitives soon, Hulei will wreak havoc. Obviously, there's someone behind the scenes orchestrating this prison break, intending to spread chaos. If we fail to thwart their evil plan, what honor will be left for us to uphold?
Well said. You may be tiny in stature, but your ambition matches that of the Yao Qing's warriors.
Hey, this has nothing to do with my height.
Yes, I suggested to Yanqing that we find a place to have a decent meal. A hunter must be well fed before the hunt.
You still have a good appetite, even in the face of disaster. You truly are the Merlin's Claw. Please finish the food quickly so we can get to work, General Feixiao.
Well, that's not up to me. Dig in. I called you here so you could enjoy the food.
Me? This isn't the time for a leisurely meal, and this is way too much for me.
Oh. You'd give me time to enjoy a meal, but not yourself? Ever since you encountered those Borisin spies, you've been so busy that you've hardly eaten anything. You can't defeat Hulei on an empty stomach. Take your time. Enjoy the meal and calm yourself.
Hulei's whereabouts are still unknown, and they've even taken Mr. Zhao Cho hostage. The longer we wait, the more complicated the situation becomes.
Zhao Cho always said I'm the most impatient person among the Cloud Knights, and I can't argue with that. So, there's no reason for you to be more anxious than me. I've fought against Borisin abominations for years, and I know their ferocity and cunning well. The Borisin were clearly well prepared for this prison break, and now they are staying in the shadows. When facing cunning and ferocious prey, the hunter must be more patient, biding their time to seize the golden chance for a decisive blow.
But when will that time come?
Like I said, it's only one meal away.
General Hua Yan, the Skyfaring Commission has finished its preparations. Do you have any other instructions?
Representing the consensus between the Merlin's Claw and the Divine Foresight, I'll step in as the temporary commanding officer of the seat of Divine Foresight.
What is the situation at the Shackling prison?
Hule made a quick escape and even sealed the gates of the prison. As of now, the Cloud Knights have re-established contact with the staff inside. The good news is the two Nameless who were trapped in the Shackling prison are safe and sound.
I know I shouldn't use the word great given the current situation, but I'm relieved that she and Dan Heng are safe.
We've lost contact with one of the messengers from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. Don't worry, Yukong. Fei Shao is leading the wolf hunt operation, and you know how capable she is.
I have no doubt about General Fei Shao's capabilities, General. According to the plan, the ceremony will begin in 6 hours. The Sky Splitter will be activated, but now, with Hule's whereabouts unknown, everything is filled with uncertainty.
March is right, Grandpa. I heard the escaped prisoner from the Shackling prison is beyond formidable. In case anything goes wrong...
So, Yun-Li, what do you think we should do?
Well... I believe we should declare martial law and allocate manpower to search for the escaped prisoners.
Your plan sounds solid, but unfortunately solid plans rarely get a chance to be implemented. The first are the many travelers who have come all the way here for the war dance. If we declare martial law now, it's like declaring that the Luofu isn't safe. The second party is the staff of the Xianzhou Luofu's 6 commissions. They've invested a lot of resources and manpower into organizing the war dance. But of course, not everyone disagrees with your idea.
Really?
The mastermind behind this incident would fully support your opinion, presumably. Hule's escape and your discovery of Borisin's spies at Stargazer Navalia. Even a child could guess that these events were orchestrated. The fugitive is just one piece in the game. The one controlling the pieces wants to spread chaos and suspicion among the people on the Luofu.
So, what do we do?
We'll search for the prisoners while maintaining order on the Luofu, acting as if nothing has happened.
As if nothing has happened? Yan Qing said he'd assist the generals, and now he's nowhere to be found. With the host ringmaster gone, how...
That's why I called the two of you here.
General Hua Yan, are you asking...
You caught on quickly, Miss Martin.
Miss March is a guest invited by General Jing Yuan, Grandpa.
Dear child, the Nameless of the Astral Express are renowned throughout the cosmos. It's an honor to have them participate in the ceremony. Plus, we can't afford to have any problems during the war dance. I'm entrusting you not only with the honor of the ring, but also with the security of the Sky Splitter. Yukong, please explain to them the rest of the arrangements.
I am sorry for our improper management, and I truly appreciate your assistance, General.
There is no need to apologize. We Cloud Knights fight on the battlefield while you judges punish the criminals. We are two sides of the same Xianzhou Luofu, and it is my honor to serve the Ten Lords' commission. I've grasped the situation of the prison break. Now tell me more about the current state of the shackling prison.
Borison infiltrated the prison in disguise and released the prisoners, spreading chaos. Among the judges on duty in the 4 divisions, Judge Shui from the detention division was killed, and is temporarily unavailable.
I, and the 2 behind me, will go deeper into the prison to investigate.
But General, the situation inside is still chaotic and perilous. Your presence would be...
It's common for Cloud Knight generals to face danger directly. Hule has escaped, and the Yaoqing envoy is being held hostage by the Borison. His fate is unknown. This is a grave matter. Not only did the Merlin's Claw offer no reproach, she decided to go after Hule herself to prevent further calamity. How did the infiltrators learn about the location where Hule was held? And finding the answer to these questions shouldn't be too difficult. What truly matters is if we can gather the clues that lead us to the mastermind behind all of it.
I understand, but I'm afraid it won't be an easy task.
For a long time, this hidden force has been pursuing their own goals and undermining the security of the Luofu. Backing down now will only encourage them to further endanger the peace here.
The Ten Lords Commission will support your decision with everything we have, General.
Dan Heng and Ling Sha. I'll need both of you to accompany me on this challenging journey.
Well, it's part of my responsibilities as the Cauldron Master.
Let's start with those Borison
My people have already prepared the evidence. According to Lieutenant Yenqing's report, he stumbled upon a few suspicious Foxians at Stargazer Navalia. After following them, he discovered that they were actually Borison in disguise. This is one of the bodies.
Looking at him now, it's hard to imagine how he transformed into a Foxian.
My alchemist detected some complex ingredients in his remains, which might explain how these Borison were able to disguise themselves as Foxians. Simply put, Foxians and Borison share a common ancestry. Although they look completely different now, there isn't much genetic difference between them.
So, in other words, if they stop taking the medicine, their true form will soon be revealed?
Indeed. This means that these Borison have a steady supply of the medicine within the Luofu. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Looks like the Alchemy Commission is involved once again. When I was sorting through the prescriptions they used, I came across one called Semblance Reversion Essence. It's designed to help those disciples suppress signs of their Mara-struck forms and maintain their normal appearance. When I compared it to the medicine found in the Borison's body...
They're one and the same, aren't they?
The medicinal properties and ingredients may differ, but the principle remains the same.
Since ancient times, the Borison have always sought to have more powerful bodies. regarding the Foxians as weaklings. Yet, in order to save their warhead, they were willing to disguise themselves as Foxians.
If these infiltrators rely on the medicine to maintain their disguise, then following this lead in our investigation seems prudent. Here we are. According to the judge, this area is not yet under control, so we should proceed cautiously. I've captured the nature of the medicine in my sensor. By following the medicinal fumes, we should be able to retrace the steps of the disguised Borisin. Incredible strength.
Such brute strength is not something an ordinary Borisin possesses.
If I may be so bold to ask, is this Borisin truly that formidable?
I have lived a bit longer and engaged in a few more battles than you, Miss Lingshaw. To the Alliance, Borisin have always been the most formidable adversary. With his strength, Hule united numerous Borisin packs, forming a grand army of abominations over 7 centuries ago. I followed my mentor on a campaign against the abominations, and I personally witnessed the devastation on even with medicinal pellets that suppressed the fear caused by his lupotoxin. Countless Cloud Knights succumbed to panic in the face of his murderous aura. By the end of the battle, only a few of us remained. The Crimson Moon cast the sheen of blood on all.
If that's the case, why wasn't the beast executed instead of being imprisoned? On the Xianzhou Juming, the judges cast those unforgivable and nearly immortal abominations of abundance into the eternal flames of the stars. Their so-called immortality is just a facade. I mean, nothing can truly defy death, can it? But I guess I understand. The people of the Luofu are known for their kindness.
I understand if you hold grudges against me, Miss Lingshaw.
I'm just a healer. I'm not familiar with the past. I'd appreciate it if you could enlighten me.
All right. Let me tell you more about it as we go.
The dice have been cast. Bust? Or maybe I'll take it off!
Memories beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Until I will protect all beauty.
Incense ascends, entwined with ethereal clouds.
Did this Cloud Knight also take the medicine?
No. This is a Borisin in disguise.
All these Borisin are dressed in official attire. Whoever is providing them with official identities.
Someone bit open his arteries and drained almost all of his blood while he was still alive.
Despite being a long-lived species, Borisin are actually more like predatory beasts. that must feed on raw blood, and it's hard to imagine how he managed to suppress his hunger for
Such is the terrible nature of the abominations of abundance. Just like you said, Miss Lingshaw. Casting a creature that can't be killed into a...
The Foxians didn't agree to that.
Exactly. The atrocities committed by Hule went beyond mere massacres. The Foxians curse his name day and night, and they even use it to scare children into staying... I wonder if you know why Hule wasn't taken into custody by the Foxian majority Xianzhou Yaoqing, but instead imprisoned.
As you mentioned, your mentor was an exceptional warrior and was the one who defeated Hule, an extraordinary achievement.
It seems you have a major misunderstanding. Yanqing told me that an IPC ship was attacked by Borisin.
Yes. The Artisanship Commission and Alchemy Commission conducted... I heard the Intelligentsia Guild has been researching the biological properties of long-life species, hoping to make medical or combat-related discoveries.
Perhaps to those scholars, Borisin are no different from lab animals.
No. If it were only about revenge, they could just wreck the ship and destroy all the cargo. It was a deliberate display to showcase the dangerous nature of the cargo in broad daylight. This way, the cargo would end up in the shackling prison.
This skill in exploiting the blind spots of others' mindsets is so atypical of them.
Watch out! Even after suffering such severe attacks?
Their imitation of long-life species has crossed the line.
My oath is to a suffer.
Sure, I'll play along. Spend freely.
Ill tidings manifest.
These are abnormal potential.
All in.
Lacerate.
Mind your manners.
If it can still move, it means it wasn't damaged enough. Let's make sure it never moves again.
Watch your head. The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. All in.
Destiny is a...
The truth for everything in this world is bleeding.
Beauty is eternal.
Head
Ill fate descends.
May the fee of your body and mind.
Mind your manners.
Watch your head.
My guiding light.
Sure, I'll...
You haven't answered my question about why.
The reason why the Marshal didn't leave Hule on the Yaoqing.
Are you suggesting that there are people trying to understand Hule's secrets? Well, I understand. I've heard that the Foxians on the Yaoqing share a bloodline with the Borisin. The Marshal believed that this would be inhumane and no different from what the Borisin did. So...
Exactly. While Borisin see Moonrage as a blessing that unlocks their true potential, why can Borisin control the power of Moonrage? Can we Foxians break free from this curse? Each questioner had good intentions. But the road to catastrophe is paved with good intentions. To the Foxians of the Yaoqing, Hule was not only the warhead of the Borisin, but also a monster that could be the subject of much research.
that's why the Marshal decided to imprison Hule and the Lafu. It wasn't an honor, but rather a warning.
Because such selfish pursuits in the name of good intentions once led to a tragedy on the Luofu.
This edition of Imbibitor Lunae. By imprisoning Hule and the Xianzhou Luofu, the Marshal both suppressed the dangerous intentions of the Yaoqing Foxians and warned the Xianzhou Luofu to refrain from repeating its mistake.
That was a necessary trade-off. The Xianzhou Alliance is not solely about the Xianzhou natives.
Thank you for enlightening me. Was it for the same reason that you traded off my mentor to the Xianzhou Zhuming?
You said that I couldn't bear to cut out the malignant tumor within the Alchemy Commission. But instead exiled the healer. But did your mentor tell you her good intentions led her to perform certain healing arts on Dun Hung, who had just finished his hatching rebirth?
What did you just say?
She believed that restoring the High Elder's knowledge of his past life would allow the Videodora to resume their duty as the guardians of the Ambrosial Arbor, quelling the strife within their clan and bringing everything back on the right path. But just as I mentioned earlier, the road to catastrophe is always paved with good intentions. Since then, the 6 charioteers decided that the Alchemy Commission would no longer have a Cauldron Master.
If that's the case, I should thank you for protecting my mentor by exiling her, General.
Quite the contrary. I should be the one thanking you.
Thanking me?
All I ever want is to have a clear conscience. And now, with the complicated situation in the Alchemy Commission...
Your eloquence is indeed impressive, the divine foresight. But, let me make it clear. The Alliance sent me here to handle the business impartially, not to choose sides.
It doesn't matter which side you choose, Miss Ling Shaw. At the end of the day, both you...
Incense ascends into... Make a wish. Ha!
These Mara-struck soldiers don't appear to be escaped prisoners.
How can you tell?
These soldiers are fully armed.
The messenger named Moza did say that there were 2 groups of attackers. And the other...
Hide their tracks.
Exactly. I've engaged with these attackers before.
You once warned me to be cautious of the Videodora Elder's influence within the Alchemy Commission.
What's on your mind, Miss Ling Shaw?
Well, it seems that someone provided the attackers with a map of the shackling prison. Additionally, the fact that the Borison need medicine to disguise themselves would suggest that there are still moles within the Alchemy Commission to sit more over. Forging official identities for the undercover Borison would require someone with significant authority, and the presence of assassins capable of using Cloudhim magic deepens my suspicion about the Precept. But why would the Videodora collude with the Borison and aid in Hule's escape?
They aim to spread chaos. They believe that only in chaos can they regain their former power. Since this edition of Imbibitor Lunae, the once proud dragon race has been powerless.
However, I don't think the Preceptors are the true masterminds. If I'm not mistaken, the one behind all this treachery is the...
Please remember, General, that everything I've mentioned is mere speculation. We need concrete evidence for a public trial.
So, what's your plan, Miss Ling Shaw?
I'll send an invitation to the Preceptors.
An invitation?
The Preceptors have been inviting me for a personal meeting since my arrival on the Luofu. Now, I'll send them the remains of these Mara-struck soldiers and the route map I found, and I'd like to hear their explanations.
Good idea. If I were to take action, it might alert the true mastermind. I trust you to handle this matter, Miss Ling Shaw. And don't worry if things don't go smoothly.
Speaking of the wolf hunt operation, I'm truly worried about the Yaoqing messenger who was taken hostage. May Rainbow's blessing keep him safe.
As I said, I'm a healer. But my art of healing requires the culinary arts to be truly effective. The magic of my cauldron is its ability to make all kinds of medicines into dishes that patients can eat. When simmered and cooked together, any kind of medicinal herb or ingredient becomes a delightful delicacy.
Delicacy. But isn't that just one flavor overpowering the others?
Well, you have a point. Let me ask you this. If there's a fussy child who refuses to eat green peppers, what's the best way to make him eat them?
Stuff the kid's mouth with the green peppers and cook him alive in a pot.
You have quite the sense of humor. I've heard that you, Borisin, have lost many of your taste buds during the self-modification process.
It's a shame I don't have any green peppers right now. Otherwise, I'd happily stuff them into your...
I'm just kidding. The answer is quite simple. Chop up the peppers and mix them with minced meat to make meatballs. This way, the flavor of the meat overpowers the taste of the peppers.
Can I just boil your tongue in this hot pot? I know you're trying to buy time. You said that Jin Liu recently returned to the Luofu, right? Well, she did come back. Do you really think you can delay our departure? You see Borisin as savages who know nothing about the Xianzhou. But in fact, we know all about your tracking tricks. The more hope you hold in your heart, the greater your pain will be when death comes. I wonder if you can maintain your composure.
His composure is only a temporary effect.
Lord Hule.
Oh, you pathetic Foxians. For thousands of years, we were the ones who allowed you to live, and who granted you... But it's all right. As long as you catch the scent of your masters.
Hule, have you ever wondered why it took them 7 centuries to come to your rescue? The Borisin's era has long passed. Did they ever tell you these harsh facts before giving you hope for returning home? Lord Hule, now they're being crushed by the Merlin's claw of the Yaoqing, by a Foxian. They're hiding in remote corners of the cosmos, trembling with fear like a wounded beast on its last leg.
The Merlin's claw of the Yaoqing. A Foxian?
He isn't lying. That lowly beast was a war slave who ran away from our pack. Cannon fodder, a thief!
And she bested you, Mock Talk. Fairness is but a pathetic excuse for the dead and defeated.
In our darkest hours, it was a prophet of the Master of Immortality, named Mongus, who showed us the way.
This prophet, Mongus, what does she want?
The prophet made this proclamation. The Borisin have been divided for too long, and only your return can unite all the... And the prophet told us that the Foxian general of the Yaoqing would take you to her ship during the Luofu's war dance, and that it would be our best chance to infiltrate and free you from your prison.
That so-called prophet lied to all of you. She just sent you here to die.
But her prophecy has come true. Our warhead is right here, with us!
Once the news about the prison break spreads, the Cloud Knights will close all the ports. You may think you've escaped the prison, but you're just trapped in another cage, known as the Luofu.
Let me kill this unruly, lowly beast, Lord Hule! I assure you that our star skiffs will soon arrive. Right now, everyone in the Luofu is distracted by the stupid war dance.
Perfect chance to return to my weak and shattered pack at the mercy of a ridiculous false prophet. Listen up. A wolf never allows itself to become prey. Since you are so confident that the Cloud Knights will close the ports, Jiao Chou, I'm now giving you a chance.
Wait, what did you just say?
But my lord!
Would an alpha wolf ever listen to a cub mock talk?
No, I've never heard anything like that. I wasn't trying to defy your will.
I'm offering you a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Don't you want to run away, Jiao Chou? You will come back. Because Foxians like you always obediently return to their master.
Water! Oh, I need some water! What the heck was I thinking?
Let me take a look. I can help you out.
Are you a healer?
Although Hule and his followers can currently hide in the city, won't be long before they're found.
I don't want to die yet.
I don't fully understand Lord Hule's intentions, but don't think you can simply run away.
You know why I'm letting you go. Because head to the port and report back to me.
I can't believe he actually let me go. Perhaps I can try to warn the Cloud Knights. Just as I suspected. He's testing me. The Cloud Knights must have been aware of the situation inside the shackling prison for some time. Will General Fei Xiao personally leave? For now, I'll do as he asked.
I'm sorry, but the Realm Keeping Commission Chancery is currently closed. If I can help you. Hey, although we're short-staffed at the moment,
Hey there. I noticed you'd been looking at me for quite a while. Do you... Could you please provide more details? Understood. Please come to...
Stop asking. I'm off duty now. Go bother someone else. You're not one of us, but I smell a familiar scent on you.
The Warhead sent me here to check on the situation.
No, not at all. Instead, the Skyfaring Commission is clearing routes to prioritize stars.
The ports haven't been closed? What is going on? Stalling won't help. It's time to confront Hule and see what tricks he's up to.
Would you like to board my star skiff? Well, my little star skiff can't accommodate that many. But I have a larger one that will arrive in less than 15 minutes. We need to hurry wherever we're going. The war dance is about to start in the sky. Close the ports? Would you like to board my star skiff? Well, we need to hurry wherever we're going. Keep what quiet? Come on, spill it if you have. The Realm Keeping Commission? It's right up ahead.
I'm sorry. If I can help you. Borisin? Here?
These Borisin are disguised as Foxians. Please warn the Cloud Knights immediately.
Will you please wait here for a while? I'll find a soldier.
Hey there. I noticed you... Understood.
You're back, Jiao Cho.
Come and take a good look. Who are these people?
This Cloud Knight says there's official business that requires my cooperation.
What are you trying to do, Moktuk? They have nothing to do with this.
Nothing to do? I told you to go to the port and check out the situation. But I never gave you permission to talk with others. Remember, these people died because of you.
You want to prove to me that you hold everyone's lives in your hands, right, Hule?
Oh, exactly as you said. So, have the Cloud Knights closed the ports?
No.
They don't want to publicize my escape. I understand. It's no surprise, for fear is more deadly than claws and fangs. What lurks here is not a group of fugitives, but rather a pack of wolves amidst the flock. My cubs are hungry. Your calm facade will soon crumble. I can tear through it and expose your pathetic bones any time. Of course, you can try your luck and believe that your wits will save you. But remember, you're not the only hostage in this city. If you try anything funny, innocent people will die because of you. Now, let's talk about the Foxian general you serve. Before the hunt begins, I need to know my opponent. You can refuse and play tough. Good. At least you didn't try to draw attention with a scream. That way no one will die in vain.
Fine. I'll tell you what you want to know about her. But I expect something in return.
What makes you think you're still in a position to negotiate with me?
You can torture me until I talk. Or let's save us both some time. Warhead. Here's the question that's been bothering me. How have you managed to survive and endure centuries of torture? Borison aren't supposed to live that long. Or possess such regenerative abilities.
So, is that why the Shenjiao Yaoqing wanted to take me away? I still remember. In the early years of my captivity, the Foxians came and went. They extracted my blood and marrow. Unfortunately, they failed to uncover the secret. Some seek power to destroy their enemies, while others seek power to become their enemies. Which one are you, Jiao Zhou? I see. You're the most pitiful of them all, healer of the Yaoqing. You seek power to share it with others and do good. Well, then let me tell you the answer in our ancient legends. Duran, the ancestor of the Borison, was dissatisfied with his limited lifespan and power to achieve his goal. He sacrificed the lives of countless Borison and Foxians. Duran ascended the birthing bed and obtained what he desired. A heart in the shape of a deep red full moon. Laugh all you want, but only I know the truth behind every word. This moon heart beats within the body of every generation of the Borison warhead. Devouring is the true essence of life. I thought all hope was lost after 7 centuries of torment. All right.
Jiao Zhou, I found you.
I know I'm in no position to question your orders, but if I understand correctly, you already have intelligence about the Borison?
That's right. My people are busy collecting clues now.
General, before we completely lost contact with Jiao Zhou, I picked up a signal from his...
If that's the case, shouldn't we immediately go there and join forces to eliminate the
Looks like your general has only taught you swordplay, not the art of the hunt. There's an old saying among the Borison. In the forest, the hunter may easily become the hunted.
Are you joking, General? He's just a wolf who's been imprisoned for 7 centuries. Even with his accomplices,
Do not underestimate the enemy. Hule is not an ordinary Borison that can be easily killed. A vicious beast who hasn't tasted blood and flesh in 7 centuries is now lurking on the streets of the Luofu.
To him, the lives of ordinary people are just meat, ready to be devoured.
Exactly. That is why we must succeed in our first strike, or the situation will spiral out of control. You've heard of this military tactic, right? When you surround your enemy, leave one side open for them to escape. What would we do if we were the escapees from the shackling prison?
Well, we can a star skiff to get us out of the Luofu. The Borison we discovered at Stargazer Navalia were actually preparing a vessel for their escape.
We predict their next move? Let's start from where you found those Borison and corner our prey.
This is where we ran into the Borisin last time. It looks the same as usual.
Because I blocked all the relevant news to make it seem as if nothing had happened. Losing contact with their accomplices preparing the Star Skiff will surely put them on guard. However, the more well-prepared a plan is, the longer it takes to adjust when it's disrupted.
Are you suggesting that there are Borisin here at Stargazer Navalia right now?
This is an automated area. First, look at those 2 Skyfaring Commission staff members. Then, there's a Cloud Knight soldier over there. Perhaps he's here for patrol. Lastly, there's that craftsman wearing Artisanship Commission clothing. He's unusually focused on checking. If you have a target in mind, let's go investigate.
Who are you? Don't you know that Stargazer Navalia is on lockdown now?
Hey, chill out. They're just a few lost tourists.
But Stargazer Navalia is the shipbuilding port of the Cienjo Lafu.
Official documents? Of course they're...
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, we've received orders from the higher-ups, so we...
Lieutenant Yanxing and General Fei Xiao?
You're aware of the Borisin prison break, right?
Yeah, I've received the news.
Looks like you've been keeping an eye on the Sky Splitter.
No, everything is normal on the ship.
This is not a location for a Cloud Knight on guard duty, is it?
Well, this spot offers a great view.
Yes.
You've been observing the Sky Splitter for a...
Honestly, just watching the ship from here isn't too thrilling. Speaking of which, Lieutenant Yanxing, aren't you supposed to be on the Sky Splitter?
Thank you for your concern.
Hey, you there! Please refrain from wandering around Stargate. I'm an official staff member assigned to investigate
a peculiar issue.
Yeah, we've had some unscheduled star skiffs being constructed at this dock in Stargazer Navalia. This is just weird. I thought all the pending star skiffs from before the war dance had been scheduled already. I'm sorry, but I need to focus on my work right now. If you have any questions...
So, it seems that some Borisin have returned to Stargazer Navalia.
That's my suspicion as well.
Remember when I mentioned that the Cloud Knights blocked all relevant news to make it seem...
But on the contrary, those staff members use Stargazer Navalia as on lock...
Their flimsy disguise has been exposed.
Why are you still here?
No, I never issued such an order.
Who are you?
Perhaps you haven't met me on the battlefield, but I am certain you've heard my name. How many more of your comrades are here? Where were you planning to meet Hule?
This woman, she's the general of the Yaoxing. What are you still waiting for? Attack her!
I'm honored, but since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Memories of beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Until I will protect all beauty. For it, Trilla.
Run! Tell Lord Moktok about this! Why don't you kill me?
Because I need answers.
You were our war slave. You want me to talk? Fine. Try whatever you want.
If I were to do that, I wouldn't be any different from you. I am the arrow that pierces the wolf's heart. I grant you a swift death.
That's exactly what I desire. Wolves that leave the pack are prepared for the fate of never returning home. But sadly, didn't catch my partner, he will alert them.
Before you close your eyes, you should know that I allowed him to escape. Because he will lead the Cloud Knights to Hule's hideout.
Is this how you leave one side open? You let that Borison escape so you could track him?
This is the most common hunting tactic used by Borison. I know the methods of these abominations all too well. They always leave an escape route for their prey, allowing them to flee. And
have you witnessed these things firsthand? That guy called you a war slave.
Well, just a hazy past that I can barely recollect. Not all Foxians are lucky enough to be born on a Xianzhou ship. To the Wolf Masters, Foxians are nothing but property.
But you survived. And not only that, you became the general of the Yaoqing. If I get the chance, I'd love to hear stories of your past, General.
Speaking of stories, you've reminded me that now is not the time for them. Wadza, we've sent the warning from Stargazer Navalia. What's the situation on your end?
I've found them. Zhao Cho is trying to stall Hule, and he signaled me to not reveal myself.
Trust his judgment and keep watching. We'll be right there.
I believe the warning we sent will stop Hule from attacking Stargazer Navalia.
The hunt is not over yet. Stay safe, Zhao Cho.
Please, save me. I want to live. Doctor!
Xiao, find a medical ingenium and give that kid a shot! Hurry!
I see. How's the front line?
The Borison beast ships have already landed on the Fenghu. It won't be long before this place is overrun as well.
What about General Yueyu? Any news from her? I'm her healer. I should stay by her side at a time like this.
She asked me to tell you that she's not coming back. She must protect the Cloudpeer telescope. General asks you to save that kid. The girl fought desperately just to bring us all back here alive. I've never seen such a brutal fighting style. Her body, it's like she was split open. Just like...
Her blood pressure is dropping. Do you hear me, Xiao?
Loud and clear. Get me some tumble dust. We've got to start the operation right now. I will bring her back.
Is that why you're so determined to learn my secrets? Do you hear me, Zhao Cho?
I do. Loud and clear.
So she saved you all in that great battle on the Xianzhou Fenghu 3 decades ago. But to your surprise, you discovered her Borison bloodline while she was at death's door. Moktok told me that she was a war slave who escaped from the Eclipse Pack.
Now I understand. No wonder she displayed such astounding power.
And she used the gift of her bloodline to destroy the Borison. Moonrage, a blessing for wolves, and a curse for foxes. Oh, with the burning fury in her heart, that Foxian general will eventually lose her sanity and indulge in endless blood. And in return for saving her life, you will...
Hule. Do you know the saddest thing about being a healer? All this time, I've devoted my life to bringing back those who sacrificed their lives to monsters like you. I exhausted myself, and my hands trembled. But I believed everything I did was meaningful. But once again, they rushed into battle. And then I heard of their deaths. They died under your claws, in your jaws, amidst the flames of crashing star skiffs, and under the Lux arrow of rainbow. Like a useless idiot, I saved a fish named Life out of the cauldron called Death, only to watch it struggle and dive back into the boiling broth. So I asked myself, why were they so eager to run toward their death after they had recovered from their wounds? Why wouldn't they value their hard-won life? All the doubts left me feeling lost.
I can smell your desperation. All the way down to your bone marrow.
Eventually, I realized that their deaths held value. They placed the weight of their sacrifice on the living, granting us strength. With a coin forged by their deaths, they exchanged something more in return. Everything I'm doing now, following you so closely, is just for one reason. Witnessing your death with my own 2 eyes. Even your death has value. It will pave the way for a peaceful war dance and a fully cured Fei Shao.
The thoughts in your pathetic head are hardly surprising.
Did you already know this?
Yes, I did. As Borisin, we understand the value of death more than anyone. And as a healer who has witnessed so much death, you won't be swayed by fear. What a shame, what a shame. Your story actually sparked a trace of respect for you in my heart.
Can you even feel respect with your corrupted heart?
Of course. Because I caught a whiff of my own kind in you. Unfortunately, in the end, you're still just a weak fox. As the wolf's creed goes, gift the wolf a dead end, where new paths arise. Raise him to a doomed fate, where satiation lies. The cowards in forgotten corners meet their unworthy demise. Yet the valorous in brutal battles embrace their eternal prize. That's why I'm keeping you alive for now. I want to show you how Borisin truly respect their enemies. We will consume your flesh and blood, nourishing our own. We will crush your hopes and dreams, clearing a path for our hunt.
My lord, we received a message. Our arrangement at Stargazer Navalia has been discovered. We must act quickly.
That doesn't surprise me at all. Moktok, what's that noise?
It's the Sky Splitter. The ship that the war dance will be held on is about to set off. The Skyfaring Commission will clear the air routes. And if our star skiffs try to escape, we'll be spotted.
Calm down, Moktok. Look at you now, hiding and fearful. Where is your Borisin dignity?
As I said, I'd sacrifice my dignity for your return.
Hope? The Borisin have forgotten the Wolf's creed. Weak creatures put their hope in the strong. Bringing me back instead of choosing a new master only proves the decline of our pack. And as for the prophet who manipulated you and... Mock talk. Let me tell you how the Borisin will rot.
But Great Warhead, our packs are not here. We can't go to war like this.
Our packs are not here. Wherever I go, everyone is the pack.
Stay away. Just don't come any closer. No!
Mock talk. We're the apex predators at the top of the hierarchy. As wolves, we create fear. We don't become servants to it. If you're blind to the path, I will be the crimson moon that lights the way for you. Share my crimson blood with our brethren. Use it to infect those Foxians and strike fear into their hearts. Now, you devious monkey, come out and face me.
Chow. Moza. Run.
No, he can't run, and neither can you. You've come at the right time, monkey of the Yao Qing. Tell her that I will unleash a massacre here, drowning the Xianzhou La Fu in blood. Follow me, my cubs! We shall stride among the prey!
Give the wolf a dead end when new paths arise. Raise him to a doomed fate where satiation lies. The cowards in forgotten corners meet their unworthy demise. Yet the valorous in brutal battles embrace their eternal pride.
Do you hear that? The rumble of the cannons. It brings back all the memories of past battles within me. My return will bring back the Wolf's Creed. In my own way, I shall save our weakened pack and restore it to its former glory!
The Sky Splitter's gun salute is really loud. So this is what the war dance is actually like? Well, how could they expect to attract people to come and watch if they didn't make a huge spectacle? As a representative of the Xianzhou La Fu, I will defeat all challengers. That's the spirit. Sounds like you're all fired up. As the saying goes, the disciple takes the toil of their master. Remember, you are here under the identity of a Lawfu Swordmaster, taking the place of your no-good Master Yenqing as the Ringmaster. But what am I supposed to do if my opponent for this round is super talented and just wipes the floor with me in seconds? I'm still a beginner in swordplay. Come on, there's no need to worry about that. If you are defeated, then your opponent shall have to answer to me. Master Yun Li, please, March. Think about the great storms that you, nameless of the Express, have There's so much pressure. Oh, my stomach is really hurting. Maybe I should just drop out of the contest. You made a promise to my grandfather, and now you want to run away? Get out there! Now! Master Yun Li, I don't think I'm completely ready. March, there is no such thing as completely ready.
Miss Yunli, Miss March. This way, please. I was informed of your arrival by Madame Yukong and came to greet you personally. The news that you will be the ringmaster in place of Lieutenant Yanqing has been made public, Miss March. If they ask you this, how will you introduce yourself?
March 7th, a young beauty from the Astral Express.
All right. When people ask you, you might as well tell them this loud and clear.
I see you are both quite relaxed. Impressive, given the imminent danger you face. Miss Yunli's contestant information was registered for the war dance a long time ago. However, as a last-minute entry, the Skyfaring Commission... Please, follow this path.
Thank you, Miss Shikwe. Come, let's take a look around the contestant hall.
And Divine Sword descend.
So... this is the contestant hall.
There are so many people.
March, before the war dance begins, allow me to give you one more lesson. My grandfather always told me that a weapon mimics its master. That means that a person's weapon will reflect their habits and personality. You've seen me wield old metal before, haven't you? Tell me, what did you observe from that?
Master Yunli's old metal is taller than a person.
Observing the weapon that your opponent uses, assessing what kind of battle skills they excel at, and where their weaknesses lie.
Why would you tell me your weakness?
That's the only way to ensure that we have a fair fight, don't you think? Now is a perfect opportunity to learn how to evaluate your opponents.
Know myself and know the enemy.
Ugh. I am not used to wearing clothes like this at all. Oh! You're March 7th!
That's right. And you are?
As you can see, I am the journalist entrusted with interviewing contestants on site.
I see the Skyfaring Commission has really gone all out as the host. Interesting.
That's right! A big event like this just can't go ahead without a few of us running around. Know yourself and know your enemy, right? First, the question that is on everyone's minds. Lieutenant Yanqing is not appearing in today's war dance. This is just gossip from unreliable sources. My apologies. This was very unprofessional of me. I see that Lieutenant Yanqing has his own affairs to tend to. Once the war dance begins, you will be challenged by master swordsmen from many different worlds, Miss March 7th. May I ask who that might be? Who? Oh, are you talking about a contestant here today? Thank you very much for accepting my interview. Much appreciated.
I came here because I wanted to meet the great Lieutenant Yanqing I've heard so much about, and finally cross blades with him myself. Who would have imagined that he would take a disciple and have her be the ringmaster? This last-minute replacement. March 7th. Who exactly is she?
That's right. I'm the March 7th that everyone's been talking about.
What? You're March 7th?
Don't worry. I'm a newbie swordmaster who's only...
March 7th. Standing before you is a seasoned Cloud Knight who has practiced swordsmanship for over 200...
Tricking the opponent into underestimating me is a valid tactic too, right?
Was it? Ah, yes. Yeah,
This is just a regular Cloud Knight Devastator glaive. Oh, I understand what's going on, Miss Marchson. No, it's all right. I can't bear to watch other people make things awkward.
There are still many guests arriving here. Please be cautious.
Understood.
The first round of the war dance is about to begin.
Me? I'm fine.
Just make sure to maintain this composure when you go in the ring.
I understand why you wanted me to...
So, do you want to go out and see the ring? I knew it! Let's go.
Make a wish.
Shiny!
If we walk through here, we'll be able to see the war dance's official venue.
Wow, so this is what it's like from the spectator seats?
Look over there. That's the ring we'll be standing on.
Master Yun Li? I'm getting nervous again.
Well, it's too late for nerves now. It's almost time.
Almost time for what? As soon as I think about the mission General Huayan gave me, my heart starts racing like crazy. What do I do, Master Yun Li?
It's when it stops beating that we need to worry. I have to leave for a moment and do some inspections around.
I wonder how Master Yan Qing is doing over there.
Hey!
General, report! The teams are in position, and the Skyfaring Commission has taken control of the Starskiff lanes.
Activate all side cranes and have them scan everyone coming in and out of the port. Remain vigilant at all times. Any suspicious movements must be suppressed as quickly as possible before the situation gets out of hand.
Yes, General.
You two, follow me. What's signals nearby, but we lost contact just a moment ago.
That mean...
He will be fine. Cloud Knights, search for the target.
All of you, get out of my way.
Wait. Don't go any closer.
General, I failed you. That mad dog left me here as...
A declaration of war.
That's right. I've been holding back the urge to slit his throat all this time. Well, Lord Hule ordered us to remain here, just to see if you, the great Merlin's Claw, mortal enemy of the Borisin, are able to join him in a little hunting game.
Hunting is not a game. It is a battle of life and death. Are you ready for your death, abomination?
Die, you yelling beast! Die!
Save your breath.
No dirty tricks, all right?
Beauty is eternal!
No season. Ah.
Don't think you won. The warhead has prepared
Maoza, are you okay?
I wasn't able to save Jiao Chou.
Tell me, how is he planning to declare this war against me?
Hulei is planning on attacking the bustling streets of the Xianzhou Lawfu.
What did you just say?
Impossible. Even if there is still undercover Borisin that we haven't sniffed out.
He has an ace up his sleeve. Hulei's body holds a plague mark passed down. This is Hulei's declaration of war. His blood. It can cause Foxians to rapidly transform and lose their minds.
Contact the Skyfaring Commission and the Cloud Knights right away. Have them enforce a traffic ban and order all Foxians to remain indoors.
The moment you see your enemy's declaration of war, it means that they have already begun to take action.
But if Hulei succeeds in...
Do you remember what I told you before? Hunting is about thinking the same way as your prey. Not just what Hulei wants is to see everyone on the Lawfu descend into panic. It's like that party game that the people of the Yaoqing love to play. They had an object under one of... The way I see it, this is all nothing more than misdirection. No matter what Hulei does, there is one truth that cannot be changed.
Right now, the only ship he'd be able to see is the Sky Splitter.
In his eyes, that ship is full of countless hostages.
But if we're wrong about this, if he goes somewhere else, or if he does as he said he would, and his minions infect, are we just supposed to abandon those less likely locations?
This is another lesson that you must learn outside of swordplay. Weighing your options and making a decision. Before making a decision, we must destroy any hesitation that we are holding on to. There is a chance that we will make the wrong decision and allow our allies to be sacrificed in vain. There is a chance that we will predict our enemy's movements correctly, but being lost in hesitation and failing to take any action will always be more harmful than... Everyone, listen up. I will personally take charge of Starskiff Haven. Nameless, please lend us your strength as you did when the Ambrosial Arbor was reborn. I need you and Maoza to go in search of Jiao Chou.
General, please entrust me with the safety of the Sky Splitter.
If Hulei does come to attack the Sky Splitter...
Please rest assured, General. If he dares step foot on the Sky Splitter...
Cloud Knights! The Borisin have arrogantly decided to challenge us on Xianzhou territory. They vow that they will unleash a bloodbath along the streets of the Xianzhou. The unarmed civilians of the Xianzhou and countless visitors from afar are under our protection. Let me ask you, as Cloud Knights, will we allow the Borisin to succeed with their plan? Be on your guard. Calling Starskiff Haven. Have all Cloud Knights be on full alert for Borisin attacks.
Fei Xiao, the ports of Starskiff Haven are crawling with wolf-like creatures. They're moving fast.
Hold them back! I will be there immediately!
There you are, Fei Xiao.
Madam Yukong! After 30 years, we find ourselves fighting side by side once more. It's been a while since I've let loose. Let's get this started.
Remember, you are still on the Lawfu. Try not to go too wild.
General.
Make a wish.
Feeling lucky.
Let's see. All together! A short respite, then time for the next fight. short respite, then time for the next fight. Let's save some time. All together! A short respite, then time for the next fight.
We have cleared out the enemies in Starskip Haven. But it seems that there are fierce battles being waged at both the Exalting Sanctum.
We cannot allow the fighting to continue. I know Zhao Cho always wants me to know my limits and not get carried away, but now is the time to bring this to a swift end.
Contact the Exalting Sanctum. Tell them if they see a light in the sky, all units are to retreat immediately. Madam Yukong, lend me your bow.
Everyone, out of the way! Oh, what a mess. I just knew it would end up this way. Every time she hits the battlefield, she makes a mess like this. She didn't even leave a single survivor to get intel from. One of these men must have known about Hule and Zhao Cho's whereabouts. That was one of Fei Xiao's arrows. Who knows what she used as an arrow to fire all the way over here? Take a good look around. If you can find one or two Borisin that aren't dead yet, let me know. I don't care how tight their lips are sealed. I always have a way to crack them open and get the information we need.
What a terrifying attack. Who could have imagined that such astonishing strength would lie in the hands of a Foxian war slave? So decisive. So brutal. She is more like a descendant of Duran than we who have fallen to our current state. No wonder the Warhead has his eyes on her.
I remember you, Mock Talk. You are harder to kill than a cockroach. But the fact that you have willingly shown yourself saves us some time. It is not too late for you to surrender. Tell me, where are Hule and Zhao Cho?
Save your energy, the Yaoqing monkey. If there is one principle that we beasts know well, it is that we might have to break off an arm to break free from a cage. Today, I will be that arm. I lived as a hunter for many years. Yet I have only followed the Warhead for this recent, brief period. descendants of Duran have abandoned the Wolf's Creed. In order to ensure our survival, we took solace in the shadows and fed on one another. Thanks to the gift granted to us by Lord Hule, I have shared his vision and his blood. The descendants of Duran should live for the victory of the pack, and they should die for it as well. Come, Yao Qing man, show me your fangs. We will fight to the death!
How honorable, you mangy dog. But you seem to have misunderstood. There will be no fair one-on-one duel. Let's see how tough you are once we've put you down.
In my name!
The Morrison resurgence is at hand!
Morrison resurgence? You think you can
fight me? A strength like this will send me running!
No dirty trick. Watch your head.
Embrace virtue.
Wretched and fleeing!
Spend freely.
Death. Ill tidings manifest.
I must hold on. Morrison resurgence shall come.
No matter how heroic your sacrifice, there is no honor in your battles or deaths, Borison.
It seems that Moktok got what he wished for.
Hule, your declaration of war is over. From now on, no matter where you run, General Fei Xiao will catch you and send you to the same fate as Moktok.
Your tongue is sharper than your claws. Don't stand in my way, child. Have your general speak with me.
Stand down, Walza. I am here, Hule. What do you wish to say?
The Merlin's Claw. Though we have never met on the battlefield, I have heard many interesting things about you from both my men and your healer. The people of the Xianzhou must be quite brave. Has no one ever questioned that lineage of yours? Or could it be...
Claiming to have family ties with the enemy sounds to me like an attempt at asking for mercy. Hule, are you begging me for mercy?
I see that it is not only the ruthless blood of a wolf that courses through your veins, but also the cunning blood of a fox. When you think about it, this was a gift from the Borson. Anything that we gift, we are also free to reclaim. The Merlin's Claw. I shall extend a final invitation to you before you arrive. I will slaughter all in sight, allowing the crimson moon that has fallen dim for over 700 years to once more come to life. Then, I will pilot this ship through every blockade and barrier you have prepared and begin my journey home. Before I finish these tasks of mine, you have a chance to stop me.
I accept your challenge, Hule. Because the very moment you stepped aboard the Sky Splitter, you stepped onto your path to ruin.
am entrusting you not only with the honor of the ring.
That's easy for my grandfather to say. The first round of the tournament is about to begin. I wonder how Yanqing and the others are doing. According to the plan, I should seek out the Cloud Knight soldiers aboard. Maybe I should take a moment to meet with March before the tournament starts. March is in the contestants' lounge right now. I wonder how her preparations are coming along. Intercepting sword technique.
Is that you, Miss Yunling? If there's anything... We haven't noticed anything out of the ordinary.
Very good. Although...
Unfortunately, we don't have any means to... However, you can rest assured that the Cloud Knights are working. All Cloud Knights on the sky...
March 7th and I could already tell. It's clear...
your timing is perfect, Miss Yunling.
An emergency boarding request.
It wasn't on the Skysplitter Starskiff registry.
Who would be boarding the ship at this time? Where are they? I'll go check it out.
The Starskiff is using the contestant docking bay.
No need. You have your own duties to take care of. I have to check on this immediately. Routine inspection! All passengers, please prepare for an inspection! So this is the suspicious Starskiff. Where did the passengers go? I'm going to count down from 10. If you do not come out, I will destroy the ship. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Time is running out. 3, 2, 1.
Wait a second! It's me! It's just a routine inspection. You weren't actually going to blow up the ship, were you? Is that also some kind of Zhuming custom? Wait! Even though the Borisin can disguise themselves, they can't turn into someone as short as me. Put your sword away.
Didn't little Yanqing claim he was going to give up being the ringmaster and go on the hunt instead? Help shoulder the general's burdens?
The Borisin on the ground suddenly launched an attack. General Fei Xiao was concerned that this was all a diversion by Hulei.
I can't believe you ended up back here on the Sky Splitter after running around all over the place. But you're too late to enter the tournament now. Following Grandpa's plan, our disciple March is taking her place as ringmaster. Aren't you proud of her?
When I first heard the news, I was definitely proud. But also a little concerned.
More manpower is always a good thing, since the Sky Splitter is so large. Oh, and by the way, you should know that...
What's happening?
Does it feel like the Sky Splitter is slowed down? Could it be? Come with me. We need to check the engine room. It's the heart of the ship, so we need to prioritize its safety.
The war dance is about to begin. Contestants, please make your way to the arena.
Make a wish.
Feeling lucky.
The engine room is just up ahead. Let's go. Intercepting sword technique. Hello there. Intercepting sword. Strange. Why is there no one here?
The Cloud Knights. They're over here.
should be lying alongside them. Don't worry, children. There's plenty of space to hide your bodies over here.
Even though I truly hoped that the war dance would go ahead uninterrupted, and that I was worrying for no reason.
Now that these guys have finally shown up, it's a huge weight off my mind. Bring it on, you abominations!
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Till I will protect all beauty. For it, Trilla.
Yes, you!
Watch your head.
Wretched and fleeting.
Sure, I'll play.
We found 2 wolves in the engine room. That means that even more abominations have infiltrated other areas. Hule is already aboard the Sky Splitter!
There's no time to talk about this. The war dance has already started. Let's go. We need to get to the war dance ring.
Come with me. To the ring.
This way. We're not too late.
We would like to welcome all of our honored guests and contestants to the Xianzhou Luofu's Luminary War Dance Ceremony.
Make a wish.
We would like to welcome all of our Before we get the first round underway, our organizing committee would like to introduce you all to a host known throughout the cosmos. Let us invite our special guest host, Mr. Albert, to the stage to formally open the war dance.
From this moment on, the Sky Splitter belongs to me now. Run for your lives!
My apologies. The spectators that you were expecting aren't here. Everyone here actually came to see you. Cloud Knight, prepare for battle! Xianzhou Swords! Cloud Knight Wars! Xianzhou Swords!
I see. That's fine too.
Surround your enemy, but leave one side open. This is your strategy for ensuring that the war dance will be able to be held as usual?
Precisely. When Hule escaped, we should have cancelled the war dance immediately. However, preparations for the war dance were in the works for so long. All we need to do is swap all the spectators and contestants aboard the ship with Cloud Knight soldiers. And the Sky Splitter, soaring high above, will become the ultimate battleground for our hunt.
But what do we do if Hule is not planning to attack the war dance?
Then we just need to draw his attention to the Sky Splitter. We'll have the Skyfaring Commission clear all transport lanes and cut down Starskiff traffic. General Fei Xiao will be in charge of scaring the wolves and cutting off their other means of escape, making him think that this will be his best way out, given that the Borisin already have insiders on the Luofu.
Very good. Then I'd better dust off my weary bones too.
Knowing that Elder Huayan is part of our last line of defense is a great comfort. This hunt
will make Hule understand that the arrows of the hunt will always be one step ahead of the abominations.
That jolt just now. What's going on? Orison must have actually infiltrated the Sky Splitter. Peach blossoms and divine sword.
Make a wish.
You guys, you're not Cloud Knights acting as Borison, are you? You're real Borison, aren't you? Oh, looks like the General's arrangements are finally coming in handy. I need to find Yun-Li and the others as soon as possible.
My guide to beauty is eternal.
Sure, I'll play along.
Destiny, ill tidings manifest.
You'll make good stuff! The plan said that if Hule appears, the Cloud Knights will assemble and do everything they can to suppress him. Divine Sword descend. Master Yun-Li, where are you?
March, I'm...
The hall below the ring. I remember it being this way. Wonder how much... This! What are you doing here?
I was concerned about the safety of the Sky Splitter, and my dear disciple, of course.
Yanqing, the wolf you're hunting is standing above us in the war dance ring at this very moment, facing the Cloud Knights. This war dance will not be seen by the people of the Xianzhou, nor will it be just a ceremonial sword fight. This is a battle to the death that offers no honor, only mortal danger. March, are you ready?
To use General Jing Yuan's favorite expression, since I'm already here...
Yun-Li, Miss March, may your blades be sharp, and your victories glorious.
May your blades be sharp, and your victories glorious.
May your blades... Ah, forget it. Let's go and make this a quick victory.
Let's go.
So feeble. Such weakness is truly pathetic.
I've been waiting a long time for this, Hule.
What I can really do.
I see Fate Shao had sent some young cubs to the slaughter.
Remember this. My name is March 7th, Ringmaster of the Law Fu.
It's a Xianzhou law not have any worthy warriors.
I wouldn't let my guard down if I were you. It's about time this old wolf tasted defeat at the hands of a young cub.
It's on me. The dice bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
Memories are beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
No dirty tricks, alright.
Destiny is...
You think a little ambush
is enough to defeat me. I will make you understand just how wrong you are.
No dirty tricks, already.
Such insane power!
Shall finally arise.
Not very time to show Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards! Watch this!
Hedge your bet.
Ill tidings manifest. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
I could take 10 of each.
Watch your head. The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Swing with all your might, dear cards. And I would run. Always pass. Why is the shout still not here? More of these cards. This goes on. They'll all be dead by the time she arrives. Not that. But it will take much more than that. Your feeble weapons are like blades of grass before my... I've had enough. Time to finish this game. What's happening? Secrets are a weapon that a hunter cannot live without. Those that have no secrets are no more than prey, cut open and waiting for death.
What you're saying is, in your eyes, I am no more than prey that has exhausted all of its secrets and is simply awaiting its death.
Do you think you have some other escape route? Jiao Cho, I have already peeled back your...
But you have told me all of your secrets too, Warhead.
Oh, but you will never have a chance to use them. After all, you will avoid having to see the tragic future that awaits your general. I'm sure she understands her fate far better than you ever will. One day on the battlefield, she will be overpowered by her ever-intensifying moon rage. Not even your god can save her from this fate. Although, they can lead her to liberation, and the only way to save her is here, in my hand.
Are you the healer? Or am I? Are you really that certain of your own judgment?
I must leave, Foxian. But before I go, you know what I must do, don't you?
Drink blood wine. I hear it is a Borisin custom to kill prisoners and drink their blood before battle to stir.
Work into researching us. It is a shame that this is where your journey ends.
Are you the healer, Jiao Cho?
Is there anything that I can do for you?
I heard that you saved me.
There's no need to thank me.
If you're a healer. Can you cure my moon rage?
And what if I can? Do I just sit back and watch as you head back out to die in battle? Listen to me, child. Your condition is not suited for the battlefield.
Okay, then can you cure war?
What are you talking about? I'm just a healer. All I can do is...
So all you can do is heal us and let us go cure war.
Such arrogance, young lady. This war has been waged for thousands of years, and it will only continue. What do you mean by cure war? All you will achieve is getting yourself killed.
You healers work yourselves to the bone to save people, even though there will always be sickness and death. So we will also keep fighting. I cannot speak for the dead. But I know that General Yueyu, as well as all the warriors that never returned from battle, will not have died in vain. They fought so that others could make it home alive. Your actions are no different.
Jiaoqiu, this is an order. Cure me!
Those who have no secrets are no more than prey. Cut open and waiting for death. Enjoy the taste of my fresh blood, Hulei. Unfortunately, I am not a man without secrets. I still have one little secret hidden up my sleeve. Tumble dust. I drank it a while ago, and the poison is already flowing through my veins. Sooner or later, you will begin to feel the effects. If the most lethal poison known to this world is able to save innocent lives, then it can also be called a great medicine. I will do my best to cure you. Fish out. I kept my promise. At the cost of this insignificant life, bring victory to the Yaoqing.
So, you want to play dirty? Yeah, it's colder.
My sword is even colder!
Hulei's movements are slowing down?
This is our chance.
It's time for us to put this dog down! Someone else, here you go, Master!
My oath of beauty is eternal!
Hedge your bet. It's on me. The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
You. The pathetic little poison like this. This is enough to turn the tide of battle. A test.
Time to ship Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs! Watch this!
Wretched and fleeting. I will protect all beauty.
For it, Trilla. Slow down. That is not me. You can defeat me.
Memories beneath the
lies an endless abyss!
No dirty tricks. Watch your head.
May be hard to kill. That does not mean you cannot be overpowered. Hule, take a good look. The power of the Cloud Knights is in my blade.
All in. Watch your head. No dirty tricks, alright.
The beauty is eternal.
All in.
Impossible! How could a mere whelp defeat me?
Ow!
The hunt is finally over. Thank you for holding out so long. Lieutenant Yanqing, how are you holding up?
I've never been better. I could take on 10 more Hules.
Take it easy, young one. Your wounds look quite severe. I'll have the Alchemy Commission healers see to you when they arrive. Who would have imagined that I would arrive late to the battlefield for the first time in my life? I originally thought, in the best-case scenario, you would team up and hold this beast back while protecting yourselves. Come. We need to lock up Hule once again before...
I was so scared. I thought you were a goner there.
Yanqing, that was amazing. That final blow you dealt to Hule. How have I never seen that before?
Do you want to learn it? I can teach ya. But, I'll need some time to heal up first.
I hate to say it, but if you can teach me that move, I'll maybe admit that you're just a tiny little bit stronger than me.
Such an unforgettable blade. So similar to the one wielded by that woman who defeated me all those years ago. Over 700 years have passed. And I thought I would have a way to overcome it by now. But in the end, my fangs and claws were too slow. You won, child.
Stop struggling, Hule. There's plenty of time for you to be tortured by your regrets when you go back to the Shackling prison.
Yes, I was defeated, but this was not unexpected. And regardless, you still showed your face. face Fei Xiao.
Safety first, Yanqing. If anything happens to you, I'll never be able to face General Jingyuan.
As we reunite in this venture, let's hope the fate...
I have looked forward to this for so long. Our little hunting game has finally reached its climax. I told you before, you've doomed yourselves. As I make my demands, so shall the entire Xianzhou Longbow. The crimson wound in my chest will make this place shine with blood. I will drive all Foxians to madness in their fear, craving slaughter without end. What now? Fei Xiao.
This is the heart of the Borisin Warhead, a product of the Plague Mark. I'll leave the next part to you. I don't understand. We cannot allow this thing to spread. I will do all within my power to consume this Crimson Moon. Once the situation changes, Lieutenant Yanqing, you are to enforce the Cloud Knight's military rules. Understood. General! Die, Borisin!
What? We clearly don't have wolf ears.
I will not allow any of you to leave the Sky Splitter!
Does she think we're her enemies?
Hulei just wanted to take down the General, even at the cost of his own life. Snap out of it, General!
Ill tidings manifest.
I thought we'd get a minute to catch our breath. What do we do? Do we fight or run?
After all this, you still think running is an option?
I will devour
Time for swordplay!
Like that. All in. I'm honored. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Yeah. Sure, it's on me.
It's just a tweak, so...
Watch your head. The dice have to bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
How many can you blow?
Destiny.
You cannot hide! Pray! I will devour
Time for swordplay! Strike with heart!
How about letting the enemies more seasoned?
Head.
Practice is up. Swords descend!
Memories beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
All in.
Blade and flight!
Rip this body.
I'm honored. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Watch your head. little more heat. I hit the
Strike with heart!
No dirty tricks.
I will devour you! Ill tidings manifest.
All in.
You are not worthy.
We can't let her get away! But do we stand any chance at all?
She said, I'll leave the next part to you. She put her faith in us!
Trying.
I promise. I will cure you. Feisha.
No one can live forever, Zhao Zhao. This time, I must break my promise. Is this the Sky Splitter? Or somewhere else?
Lieutenant Yenqing, you are to enforce the Cloud Knight's military rules. Understood.
We can't let her get away! Snap out of it, General!
You always leave the hardest battles for yourself, even now. You would never run away. Isn't it strange? That as your enemy, I understand you even better than your own allies.
Ulay?
This rage, I remember the taste. I know that it was never victory that it thirsted for. But the hunt itself, isn't that right, Fei Xiao?
You shouldn't be here. I saw you die with my own eyes.
Just consider me a figment of your imagination. Before every hunt, I make preparations for defeat and retreat. When I learned your story from Jiao Chu, I realized what an ironic fate, don't you think? All this time, waiting for this day to come. But I accept it. Now, let us break through the ironclad defenses of the Arbiter General's heart and see what secret she has hidden in those deepest, darkest corners.
No. Please.
I'm sure that the people of the Xianzhou have shown you these familiar scenes countless times. But they only showed you what they wanted you to see. They have you fight to save the weak. But what they never told you is that when all the pretenses of kindness and compassion are stripped away, this is how the universe is meant to be. When the Xianzhou was weak, they played a victim so they can win your sympathy. When they are... I found it. This is your shadow of doubt.
So-called survival of the fittest is nothing but an excuse. You cannot weaken my resolve, Hulei.
Blinded by the fury of your moon rage, you slaughtered your allies. Merlin's Claw, you have betrayed the Alliance. Your actions are no different from those of the abominations we stand against.
At the end of the day, it is the blood of the abominations that runs you.
You went to the arms of your new master's army without hesitation. But you were wrong. They know too well that a wolf will always be a wolf. Now your greatest fear is about to come true. You have become an enemy of the Xianzhou. This is your fear.
You aim to instill terror within me. Yet all of this is nothing but a phantom!
It's time to return to the pack, Fei Shao. No matter how deep the hatred you bear for the poison, no matter how much we may consider each other enemy who devoured the Crimson Moon, you are worthy to become the poison's warhead.
What did you say?
The descendants of Duran who came to rescue me hoped with all their hearts that once I regained my freedom, I would be able to turn the tides of battle and change the fate of our people. But they would rather place their hopes of survival on an imaginary savior than gain the courage and strength to fight to the death. Poison like that deserves no more than to be sent to their deaths. And I, a prisoner who was held captive for over 700 years, a criminal of war who was deprived even an honorable death in battle. For those who are truly strong, Foxian and Borson are no more than labels. Someone who is truly strong chooses their own path. I will create that new path for myself. I will pass the right to decide the destiny of the Borson on to you, former Borson war slave and future Foxian ruler. Your healer, Zhao Chu, served you with such loyalty. He was even willing to die in order to cure your moon rage. I told him before that if you just nod your head, you will awaken from this nightmare that the Crimson Moon has inflicted on you and your body.
So this was the path that you prepared for me? To become a new you?
That's right. We are so similar after all. We are both monsters that were born for war and will die for war.
I'm sure my answer doesn't need much explanation. I refuse.
I told you before, Foxian and Borson are no more than labels. Accept these truths, and the Borson will bow to you. Destroy them, or carve your name into the Xianzhou's history books, or into the list of arch-enemies.
You do not understand, Hule. You have no idea what it is that I truly desire. When I was just a child, I stained my hands with blood for the first time, in order to escape the whips and shackles of the Wolf Masters.
Nurgle! Don't stop! Keep running! I can't run anymore. Saran, are they catching up? They're still behind us. Don't stop! Nurgle! Look up!
Look at that light in the sky! That's a shooting star! It's shining down on us. If we just tell it our wish, we can have our freedom. We will all be able to escape. We'll win our freedom and then share it with our cooler brothers and sisters. So you have to run. Quickly! We can do it! We can escape! Nurgle, run with me!
We ran and ran. With all this strength, ended up losing each other. I escaped the hunting pack and encountered a woman that could fly. A Cloud Knight.
I imagine you kept your promise.
Unfortunately, when I led her back in order to free my cooler companions, there was nothing left there but a bottomless pit.
The light of the devilish archer. A star of calamity that strikes the ground and leaves only devastation in its wake.
In the years that followed, I followed the trail of that light alongside my Cloud Knight allies, and saw it fall countless more times. Gradually, I came to understand. That light was not some shooting star that carried wishes and aspirations. Each Lux arrow meant that countless lives in a helpless world were about to be obliterated. I prayed to the god of the skybow that I would never have to witness one of these shooting stars fall again. But they ignored my prayers.
That's right. They never answer us. They just let us loose in this world to massacre each other. That is why the fierce battle between us has raged to this day. If the gods who never bleed nor cry, who walk silently from above, refuse to listen to the prayers of mortals, then we have no choice but to fight for our own desires. Do you understand now, Saran? You and I are similar in more ways than you think. You are a beast that was born for and will die for war.
Perhaps. So, what is it that you yearn for, Hule? Why is it that you fight?
I fight so that I can turn the stars above into a great wilderness for the Borisin to roam. What about you, Saran?
I fight so that one day I will never have to witness another shooting star falling to the ground. So that just one more person can live and return to the Yaoqing alongside me.
You would resist becoming the person you were supposed to be. Lower yourself from a free wolf to a domesticated fox just for the sake of one person. Then have it your way. I will use your fear and doubt as my nourishment. I will seize you and devour you. I will replace you and become a Shao.
We are so similar. Both monsters that were born for war and will die for war. You were right when you said that, Hule. So, I shall pray to the heavens. Even if they do not respond to me, I pray that the arrows of the hunt will pierce the heart of every monster. Do you see me, shooting star? The knights are sworn to protect the Xianzhou. I will uphold this vow until my very last day.
and all living creatures have howled and lamented. I once manned the strong and hunted the weak. Now, I will use your air beast as my weapon, and your name as my prey. Fake Shao! Tear back your disguises and show you how cowardly and powerless you truly are, Hule! A wolf lurks in the heart of every Borson and Foxian. The moment you grow weak, it will devour you!
Bust? Or maybe I'll take it all! All in!
That won't do.
I'm honored by your... Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Practice is over. Swords descend!
Never hesitate! Just...
How many can you block? Blade and flight!
It's better to make no move.
Head your ass. It's on me.
I swear to be forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Watch your head.
Time for swordplay. Strike with heart.
How's this? Cross places, and your life will be stolen. Fight to the death, and you shall live forever!
A little more heat. Sure, I'll play. The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. All in, so
I swear to forever triumphant! Check. Victory is inevitable!
Blade and flight! Practice is over. Swords descend!
Wants to devour me. It will first have to beg for my mercy! I will devour you!
I'm honored by... Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
I swear to forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
I hit the mark.
How many can you strike with heart?
That won't do.
Time for swordplay.
A little more heat.
Fear fear.
It's just a twinge. Watch your head.
That won't do.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
I swear to be the arrow. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable! Inner peace! Heed my command!
Practice is over. Swords descend!
Your own flaws!
You're seasoned.
That won't do. I swear to be forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable! That's better. The fear is not fear.
A little more heat.
That won't do. Never hesitate!
How many can you block?
That won't do.
It's better to make no move.
You're seasoned.
I'm honored by your presence. Since you're already here,
Why not have a meal before you leave?
I swear to be the
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
The dice bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
I hear fear, not fear.
Watch your head.
That won't do.
How about letting the other get more heat?
Never hesitate!
Juice.
Devour the heavens! And envelop the earth! Victory is inevitable!
Watch your head.
That won't do.
I hit the mark.
Practices of swords descend!
Why did you disappear?
Time for swordplay! Strike with heart!
More season. I'm honored, but since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
I swear to be the
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Watch your head.
How many can you pass?
Our little hunting game ends here.
I swear.
Mighty light of the heavens, wolf in my heart, come to me. We shall conquer as one.
My only enemy has always been myself.
General. General, you're awake. I'd like to hear their explanations.
Welcome, Miss Lingsha. I am Preceptor Tauron.
Greetings, my honored Preceptor. It's been a while since we last touched base. I've brought a friend with me today. I believe you're already familiar with each other.
Tauron. Elder Tauron? I remember when I was exiled, you were on the verge of passing on. What's with this new look?
All of this is thanks to your past life. Had you not been so rash, I wouldn't have had to walk such a dangerous road to free our clan, becoming this specter of my former self. Dan Heng, you've returned twice, but it seems that meeting us fossils wasn't on your agenda. Regrettable indeed. Now here you are to meet me anyway. Life does love its ironies, doesn't it?
I didn't come here with Miss Lingsha today to reminisce.
Indeed. When the Cauldron Master extends an invitation, it's only proper for the Preceptors to attend.
As the newly appointed Cauldron Master, there's been much to take care of within the Alchemy Commission. It's only now that I've had the chance to speak with you. Please forgive the delay, Elder. I sent over some evidence regarding the prison break in the Shackling Prison. I trust you've already looked it over.
Yes. You sent us the remains of Mara-struck soldiers, a map of the Shackling Prison, and a semblance reversion essence pill.
These are the remains of assassins who used Cloud Hymn magic to conceal their tracks. They aided in the Borisons' escape, allowing them unimpeded passage through the Shackling Prison. That marked-up map is a map of prisoners' escape routes. Vidyadhara craftsmen once made blueprints for the prison's construction, so I imagine, Mr. Tauron, you have a similar map in your possession. This pill
is semblance reversion essence, indeed.
So, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus joining forces with the Lord Ravager to stir up—
That's right. You were sent here by the General to hear my confession, weren't you? If there's even a shred of empathy in you, you should understand the reasons behind everything I've done. Ever since the sedition of Imbibitor Lunae, the population of the Vidyadhara has dwindled. With the High Elder exiled, a few of us Preceptors had to do what we could to turn the tide. My methods might have been drastic, perhaps even incomprehensible. But it was all for one cause. Yet, the Xianzhou natives zealously forbid any plague marks, and did nothing while the Vidyadhara suffered. Dan Heng, Lingsha.
I'm well on mere survival. You've become a beast driven solely by the propagation.
Oh. Despite calling ourselves a noble draconic bloodline, the sages show no mercy, as the old wisdom goes. Lingsha, Dan Heng, the past is behind.
I see right through your plans, Mr. Tauron. I won't forgive myself for past sins under the pretext of knowing nothing, nor will I allow you to evade accountability.
Dan Heng, I've always disliked your inability to see the bigger picture. Rebirth hasn't changed you one bit.
Miss Bailu, as High Elder of the Lawfu Vidyadhara, please share your thoughts at this moment.
I don't want to stay here. I'm tired of being pushed around. I'm not some puppet to be controlled. Please, take me away with you.
I understand. As the oath dictates, members of the Alliance are forbidden from harming Vidyadhara here. But I've long since severed ties with the Alliance. Right now, I'm simply a nameless, free to come and go as I please. The oath of the Xianzhou means nothing to the spear in my hand.
Get them! Do whatever it takes! Make sure they don't leave you alive.
Flesh wound.
The stench of evil. Time to cleanse the filth.
Wretched and bleeding.
Hedge your bets. Spend freely. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. All in.
Till I will protect all beauty. For it, Drilla.
Get it together.
A miracle.
Mind your manners. Memories of beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Beauty is eternal.
The truth. Everything in this world is bleeding.
Watch your head.
You're a stubborn one.
Destiny. Ill tidings manifest.
Embrace virtue. Wretched and bleeding.
Yeah.
Immortality.
Dragon Lady, are you all right?
I'm fine. Thank you for rescuing me.
You actually came here in person?
Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to hear your lofty opinions. The public trial you seek with the 6 charioteers is inevitable. In addition, I'll write to the Sage Queller of the Feng Hu. With her hatred for evil, I'm sure she will make a just decision.
If it's her, she will earn the respect and assent of all the Vidyadhara on the Lawfu.
In terms of martial prowess, you indeed have the upper hand. But if you're under the impression that this advantage can be used to settle the score with us preceptors, that's quite an overestimation. Given the Vidyadhara's foundation within the Alliance, do you really think you can do anything to us? As I mentioned, I'll take all the with the secrets I possess, the interrogation alone will take an eternity. And in the end, through various exchanges of interest, I am certain to survive. Lastly, a word of caution to you. I heard that Hulei has escaped from prison and is...
Regrettably, Mr. Tauron, the Sky Splitter only hosted Cloud Knights today. No audience. And just moments ago, Hulei was
My dear Miss Mahart! I was only in the bathroom for a little bit, and you've already arranged my death? Hey, can't you play some normal games with Dragon Lady? Thanks a lot for that. Alright, enough playing. It's time to visit my masters. The infirmary is right over there. You can go by yourselves. Oh, come back and visit me when you have time. Next time, let's not play overly realistic make-believe with this doofus, okay?
Well, there's not much I could do. General Fei Xiao didn't really give me any chance to shine during this wolf hunt operation. If I had been in the ring, I could have knocked down 10 Hulays with just one strike.
You sound exactly like Master Yenqing. But for now, both he and Yun Li have been forced to go to the Alchemy Commission for some well-needed rest. I'm the least accomplished in swordplay, but I came out unscathed.
Look who's here. The beloved Trailblazer and the charming March 7th. You came to the Alchemy Commission today. Oh, I get it. You are here with March to visit her masters, aren't you?
Exactly. How are my masters doing at the moment?
Unfortunately, only one master is here. I'm doing fine.
Hey, watch your words! Don't you jinx my master!
His injuries weren't that severe. But, well, he'll still need some more time to rest. Considering the intense battle with Hulei, and then with General Fei Xiao, the rigorous sparring session with her.
Master Yun Li, didn't you also engage in combat?
The little babies from the Luofu just don't have the resilience that us kids from the Zhuming have.
I heard from Modza about the tough battle against the Wolf Troopers. You fought alongside Modza. Did you get hurt?
I heard a few versions of the story from the Cloud Knights who were there. The number of Wolf Troopers went from a few dozen to thousands.
And Yun Li, go and lie down.
Got it, Lingsha.
What about that smiley fox healer and the guy with the hood?
Thank goodness you and the others found Yao Cho. He lost a lot of blood and needs to rest properly. He and Maoza are seriously wounded. I've had to forcibly confine them to the Alchemy Commission. All three from the Yaoqing are critically injured. But fortunately, the Xianzhou Laofu has a miraculous healer lady. It's a silver lining in this misfortune.
It looks like the entire delegation from the Xianzhou Yaoqing is gathered at the Alchemy Commission. Why don't we go see General Fei Xiao and bring her some fruit?
I would normally say no, because they need to rest. But, alas, what can you do when the two of them have a leader who is just as restless? General Fei Xiao just slipped out of the recovery room. She thinks she's so sneaky, but I know everything that happens in the Alchemy Commission. If you're looking to meet her, the Lunarescent Depths might be your best bet. I spotted her heading that way earlier.
The sound of those footsteps. They must belong to General Fei Xiao. Out and about, despite the doctor's orders.
What a coincidence. Someone else who refuses to listen to the doctor's orders.
Well, being a doctor myself, I don't think my knowledge of my own body is inferior to the Dragon Lady's.
The healer does not heal himself. Don't try to act tough in front of me. I'm sorry, Jiao Cho. I didn't expect you to use poison that way. What a miscalculation. If only I'd found you sooner. If only I hadn't sent you to the shackling prison.
The way you're speaking, is this really the Fei Xiao I know? Or could it be a Borisin assassin, imitating your voice to take my life?
Jiao Cho, your eyes. You can't see anymore, can you?
I can still clearly hear the sound of the waves. That's enough for me. Don't blame yourself. You know what I'm more concerned about? Has your body had any changes since you swallowed the Crimson Moon?
I'm not sure. There don't appear to be any changes. However, the many doubts that once plagued me have dissipated.
I never thought I'd live to hear you discuss your health again. But thanks to Moza and that child, the price I've paid seems trivial compared to what we've achieved. I hold no grievances, Fei Xiao. I am content.
I don't know how to offer words of comfort, nor do I know much about curing others' ailments. I am just a warrior, so my pledge to you is simple.
An eye for an eye.
So you were here too.
In this vast universe, there's bound to be someone who can heal your eyes. I'll find them. But until then...
The threat behind all this chaos needs to be dealt with. You must already have some ideas. Let them out.
The resurgence of the Sanctus Medicus and the gathering of the Borisin are merely distractions orchestrated by an unseen force, meant to divide the Alliance's attention. Unfortunately, they picked the wrong fight this time. Once we return to the Yaoqing, I'll personally lead the Verdant Knights into battle. I vow to take down a Lord Ravager and teach the Ruined Legion the true meaning of the hunt.
I knew it. You've always been so impatient.
I apologize for my tardiness once again. The Alchemy Commission detained me for some time for a health examination. They released me only after ensuring I was in good condition.
Oh, General, seeing you safe and sound puts our minds at ease. Hulei's escape caused significant upheaval and forced the war dance to be put on hold. A truly unforeseen disaster. Fortunately, the younger generation showed their valor.
Before Master Diviner Fu Xuan's departure for the Yushui, I consulted with her about the war dance. She left a note stating, "The hexagram oscillates between thunder and heaven, a sign of great power." She advised me to trust the younger generation's abilities and let them lead. Her predictions, it appears, have come true. It's just... the Xianzhou Luo Fu's long-standing duty of keeping Hule imprisoned ended with his death on the Sky Splitter. This event is likely to bring much criticism from the Alliance's upper ranks.
However, Hule's demise might actually be a blessing in disguise. Broadcasting this news could derail the Boris. Hand over Hule's remains to the Xianzhou Yaoqing, and I'll handle But what about the war dance? Well,
the war dance was interrupted, so it must be reconvened. On the war dance's opening day, Rogue Borison attempted to stir up panic, but was swiftly neutralized by the Merlin's Claw and the Cloud Knights.
As Elder Huayan suggests, the Luo Fu will do its best to heal the wounded and compensate those who were affected. We aim to reopen the war dance.
This settles the immediate concerns on the Luo Fu, but my thoughts linger on the orchestrator behind these events. From the onset of the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, the Xianzhou Luo Fu has experienced numerous disturbances, directly linked to the Lord Ravager Fantilia.
Her attempt to infiltrate the Xianzhou with the Borison and sway the Luo Fu preceptors to join the Sanctus Medicus's insurrection was unsuccessful.
Rather than outright victory, Fantilia's motives seem to lie in breeding discord and chaos among allies.
The goal of the Xianzhou Alliance has not changed for thousands of years. Perhaps we should point the weapon in our hand toward this new adversary.
With Elder Huayan's insight, one wonders how the Marshal will react.
It's clear we're engaged in a game of chess. Predicting the Marshal's decision is beyond me. We gathered today not just to tackle the Luo Fu's predicaments, but also to address a matter requiring our collective presence. Yao Guang has sent a message from the Xianzhou Yushui, informing us that she wishes to share the results. Jing Yuan, I'd like to borrow the seat of Divine Foresight's chessboard for this purpose.
Hello, everyone. It's been a long time. Over 3 decades have passed since we last convened. And I've dearly missed each of you generals during this time.
Was the Seer strategist thinking of us, or thinking of the fates we're destined for?
The Merlin's Claw. As blunt as always, you once told Jing Yuan, "You're lucky that I'm the one who came this time."
I've never heard anyone mention that the Decalite reflection barrier could eavesdrop on even the quietest whispers.
People have been saying that Mr. Jing Yuan's intellect shines as brightly as the Seer strategist.
Seer strategist, our time with the Yellow Bell is limited.
Alright. Thanks to Mr. Jing Yuan, the interrogation of the 2 prisoners on the Yushui has concluded. Mr. Jing Yuan's speculations were correct. Of the crimes they confessed to, planting a Stellaron on the Luo Fu was a complete fabrication meant to mislead. Their real aim was to secure a meeting with the Marshal to present their Godslayer protocol.
And what was this grand strategy proposed by Jing Liu and that traveler?
The narrative they painted was vast and difficult to put into words. It all revolves around the coffin of the blonde traveler. To be precise, it's the remnants of the propagation.
The remains of the Swarm Author?
More accurately, it's a fragment of the Divine Body. In the future they depicted, this fragment serves as the final nail. Before reaching that point, battling the gods necessitates a larger alliance. I assume you've all heard of the famed Genius Society member number 81, Ron Meg. 3, 2, 1.
on time. Now, as for the best way to receive our distinguished guest, I'll leave that in your capable hands.
Do you remember your name?
My name is Ting-Yun. I serve as an ambassador of the Whistling Flames Merchant Guild on the Xianzhou Lufu.
Square formation, circular formation, yuan-yang formation. What should we try next?